Hey, cousins. You know what I noticed? I think Paul Leviskay is is fucking around in NXT. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what's happening on the main roster is happening in NXT. Um, the talent when they have a title, they don't wrestle, and that's fucking NXT up. I see what's going on. I'm about to talk about Tiffany Stratton. Tiffy time. We gonna just listen. The way Tiffany Stratton on NXT and on WWE TV is absolutely insane. How so far removed and polar opposite she is from her character that I don't even know what Tiffany Stratton is as a character no more. I have absolutely no idea. She was when she first came out NXT, she was daddy's girl, rich, yacht queen. You know, I went to a upscale boarding school. I'm better than you. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Then that kind of morphed into I'm a Barbie girl, and they took away the classist part of Tiffany Stratton, which I don't even know why they did that. And then she won a title and only wrestled 5 times in a 107-day title reign. Okay, which between all of that, most of her character work and most of her better feuds were when she didn't have the title. And I see now what's going on the main roster on Smackdown. Her only second title reign. She doesn't wrestle. The bitch barely says anything anymore. The way she looks standing in that ring, holding that title, I was looking at her like they really fucked this character up. They really fucked this character up. She is nothing more than Tiffy time and, scantily clad ring gear. That's it. Y'all can't tell me what Tiffany Stratton's actual character is. She enjoys dressing up, looking good, doing her thing. Outside of that, she's not cocky. She's still not sure of herself. She still cuts promos as if she's terrified. Even though she did get one over on Charlotte, she didn't capitalize from it. After you run Charlotte down, you should be eating the girls up. You should be stomping around there like I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about like that Vince McMahon walk when he come to the ring because I'm the chairman of the board. You should be walking around like I'm that bitch and ain't nobody. That promo she cut or whatever, I don't even fucking remember if she even said anything, child. On Friday, I was like, I cannot believe the way they got this girl twisting and turning out there to where if she loses her title at SummerSlam, does it fucking matter? No, it don't. You look at her NXT run, and Tiffany Stratton NXT is 10 times, 20 times better than Tiffany Stratton on the main roster. And that is a failure of the WWE system. So when someone like Paul Leviskay says, it's a problem when they come up, from the NXT and they're not really sure what they're doing and they're kind of hesitant to get in there and they kind of still need work. It's your fault. And first of all, you shouldn't even pull her that fast. Tiffany Stratton should have never left NXT as fast as she did because it's still showing. It's still showing. She had a lot more that she could have fleshed out in NXT. And I would like everyone to stop asking to call up these talents in NXT when there's nothing for them on the main roster. Like, what are you trying to do? It's bizarre. Tiffany Stratton held that title going on 200, and we'll just say, we'll round it up, I think 210 days. And she has had 7 matches. 7. 7. Okay? That's a problem. That woman doesn't wrestle, and they're doing it to the NXT folks. Obafemi barely wrestles. JC Jane, ugly ass, don't do much of nothing over there. Sol Ruka is the North American champion. Can you tell me how many matches Sol Ruka had? Sol Ruka had that title going on 100 days. and she had 3 fucking matches on TV. What are we doing here? So Ruka is a crowd favorite. Everybody want to see her do her thug thizzle, and she hasn't had to defend that title in 100 days. 100 days. She the speed champion too, but apparently we'll talk about that. They done quietly, I guess, discontinued the goddamn speed championship. I don't know what's going on with that. But this is indicative of a larger problem, and it's really the WWE system that's failing the superstars. All of Tiffany's matches on Smackdown and the two premium live events, everything else was Smackdown. If you want to count Friday night, that was in Saudi Arabia, but it was a regular show. 2 premium live events. And she's been holding it 210 days. Let me explain to you. So no real storylines, no exciting dynamic dialogue, nothing. A majority of those was against Nia Jax. She had that big blowout with Charlotte Flair that was most notable. And that was the one where she could have had her Stone Cold 316 moment. When she said, "You 0-3, bitch," she could have ran with it. But nothing happened. No development, nothing whatsoever. But then you look at her in NXT, and her and Fallon Henley, the cowboy girl, them two had a whole thing going back and forth. It was goofy, it was campy, but it was funny. And you saw some personality from Tiffany Stratton, and you saw her character was oh my God, you got me out here on the farm? This is not my thing. Let's get in the ring, I'm gonna whoop your ass, I'm gonna look cute. Now this bitch is like a shell of her former self. And it's starting to look complacent. It is. Her last woman standing match, yeah, it was cute. It was funny. It was all right. But that was, I'm gonna have to say it. That was really Nia Jax giving us personality. And it says a lot when Nia Jax is kind of carrying you in terms of the character work and the storytelling in the ring. I ain't said nothing about Tiffany Stratton's wrestling ability. She be botching, but she can do her thing. Last match was with Trish Stratus. Listen, Trish Stratus, with the help of Tiffany Stratton, kind of showed Tiffany Stratton up. And what happened? You beat Trish Stratus. So what? It almost reminds me of when Austin Theory beat John Cena. So the fuck what? What that mean? When you beating legends and you a legend killer, you should be able to take that and run. That should be the first thing come out her mouth. When she was in the ring with Jade Cargill, Tiffany, I'ma get that. No, bitch. I beat Trish Stratus. You ain't getting nothing unless you gonna pry it from my cold, dead, manicured hands, ho. Matter of fact, let's fight right now. Like, it ain't no fight. Not to mention, don't nobody want the title. So she just standing there walking around with supposedly the most important title in the women's division. Is a SmackDown title, I thought. I just want to know, am I crazy? There is really no real reason why this girl, young woman, is getting fucked up like this. She's getting fucked up bad. And it's bizarre and it's weird how they're just not. I don't think they ask the wrestlers, what are you trying to convey to the audience? What do you want to show the audience with this character? And then let's build on that. How do you introduce yourself as Tiffany Stratton? What is the background of Tiffany Stratton? What is your story? What is your story before you became Tiffany Stratton? Who were you? Tell us about Jessica Lynn Woinliklo. I don't know how to pronounce her name, child. Tell us about that professional gymnast. And they said she was a teammate with the top gymnast in the world, Simone Biles. Apparently, tell us about something we could chew on. Like, did you have any, adversary, or something that got in the way and made you want to, be this character. Apparently her family wanted her to be in professional wrestling. They even called to get her into professional wrestling. So like, tell us what it is that we could chew on, that gives something for the people to follow you. Why should we care? We don't have none of that. It's just a bitch that woke up and said, I'm gonna be cute and this is what we gonna do. And I think it's a failure. They were actually fleshing out and clearing up her NXT run. They were fleshing it out. They were figuring things out, and she got called up entirely too fast. That's really it. It's like everyone's too fast to get called up to win titles and just go. There's no time to understand who these people are and what their motive is. I think right now, Tiffany Stratton is in the middle of a terrible, disastrous title reign. She's in the middle of one right now, and it's awful. We just saw Evolution. We just saw all those women that work in the WWE. We just saw it. Why am I only seeing Nia Jax? That's it. Nia Jax, for the most part, wrestled Tiffany Stratton and nobody else. All those women. What are we doing? I want you to tell me what we're doing in these comments, cousins.